it or anything. And let's see, we are already spotlighted. So since I am in charge of, since Ed isn't here, it's my job to do the music. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get this show started. Here it comes. Here comes the music. It's the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, guys. Now it's Friday, and we can relax and enjoy the time with friends. This is a talk show. We talk about what's going on in the world of comedy. We do some samples of comedy. It's a great time, and got some great comedians on tonight. This is a complete comedy show. We do a little bit of improv, we do a little bit of sketch, we do a little bit of characters, we do a little bit of stand-up, just about everything. So sit back, relax. If you're joining us on Facebook Live, we do take comments in real time. So if you heard something you like, something interesting, go ahead and leave us a comment. We'll try to read it on the air. And that's the show. We won't be doing improv tonight. I misspoke, but we are going to be doing everything else, and a quiz show at the end. So that is the show. Let's get rolling with the first comedic bit that I usually do here, which is some news. You guys want some news? You guys want to hear some news? Yeah, let's hear some news. Let's talk about the news. Let's talk about what's going on, what's relevant, what's what. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up our first news story of the way. And by the way, Val and Kathy, if you guys want to make a comment on any of these news items, feel free to. Eric,
I do.
Too. If something you want to say, it's a collaborative news process. So, all right. Good news is earlier today, the CDC went ahead and gave the go-ahead to J&J and Moderna's COVID booster shots, saying that it is now okay for Americans to adopt a mix and match strategy, which is great. But wouldn't it be great if you could also do that with your socks? I would like to mix and match my socks. And not have people think I'm weird.
Well, I still mix and match my socks anyway. They can think what they want. Yeah. I think the mix and match marketing strategy is pretty good for like people in the Midwest. They like to mix their sodas, right? So I think it might get more people vaccinated if you can mix and match it. It's a good. I think it's clever.
It is a good. Yeah, I think the CDC has finally hit upon something good for once.
It's gotta offer like a supersized version too, and it'll be perfect. Yeah, Americans will love it. Americans will eat it up.
It's more fun if you can mix and match. You can start off with Johnson, switch over to Moderna, whatever you want.
I have a mix and match vaccine. I've got 2 doses from different.
Oh, nice.
Different manufacturers.
Yeah, they say it gives you better immunity, actually. So.
Oh yeah, I've got laser vision now, and I can.
Yeah, I was going to say, and superpowers.
Yeah.
Oh I've got laser vision now.
Laser vision with the glasses. I wish I had laser vision. All right. The Spanish literary world was rocked last week by the revelation that one of the country's most celebrated female novelists, Carmen Mola, is in fact not a real person. Her books are the work actually of 3 male screenwriters by the name of Jorge Diaz, Agustin Martinez, and Antonio Mercero. So I guess instead of a pen name, they were using a penis name. Ba-dum-bump for myself, okay, because I don't have Ed right now, so I can't do the ba-dum-bump.
Wow.
All right, that didn't go over well, but a lot of readers were actually not surprised to hear this, by the way, because
I thought I was going to say. a lot of authors write under pseudonyms all the time.
Pseudonyms, yeah.
Well, in the olden days, female writers would use male-sounding names so that people would publish their books.
Right.
This is a weird switch on that.
It's a weird switch, but I think a lot of the readers they knew something was off because in the stories, the heroine for some reason was always leaving the toilet seat up.
Oh.
So that should have been a clue.
I thought you were never mind.
So yesterday, it was reported that Alec Baldwin, pictured here in a different type of Western, fatally shot two people, a cinematographer and a director, in a prop gun mishap on the set of his new Western movie called Rust. And that's exactly why prop comics get no respect. They need props to kill it. Kill it.
Oh,
we don't mean that literally.
Oh,
okay, all right.
Too soon.
Puns.
That's Alec Baldwin. I mean, that guy actually looks like a criminal, though. I mean, I wouldn't trust that guy with the gun. That guy right there, no way. Yeah.
Yeah, that is Alec Baldwin.
Brief.
That is what is this? I guess this is early 80s Alec Baldwin.
Man.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's pre
Too soon, man.
He looks like he just got done robbing a stagecoach somewhere. I wouldn't trust him with any weapon. Yeah, never.
Exactly. This was Alec Baldwin. He doesn't look like that anymore, but nonetheless, the headline reads as it says here: a woman dressed as a ghost is shot dead after Halloween prank goes tragically wrong. Apparently, a woman was trying to, get the neighbors. Prank the neighbors. She went out at sunset dressed as a ghost, and apparently, like a lot of the people, some people knew it was a joke, but like a lot of the younger people, especially, they didn't know because they had no idea that Casper is supposed to be a friendly ghost. She was Casper. I don't know.
What kind of moron thinks you can shoot a ghost? I mean, that's a different physical plane. You can't kill a ghost with a projectile weapon, is what I'm saying. You need spells, you need all kind of stuff. You take down the ghost.
Exactly. You can't shoot a ghost anyway, and why would you want to shoot poor old Casper? Actually, the truth is, this story, she was actually dressed as Llorona. I don't know how to say that. The crying ghost.
Oh, yeah.
La Llorona.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Delayed reaction, but I'll take it. Saudi Arabia has announced its plans to convert an oil rig into a 150,000 square meter theme park with oil drilling as the central theme. Now, the name of the park, I've looked into it. It's actually going to be the Jurassic and Fossil Fuel Park.
For real? Is that a joke?
I couldn't tell. I was like,
it's not actually. Yeah, I know that was a crude joke. But...
Oh,
dude, did Ed help you write these? Come on, I feel like Ed's here in spirit right now.
And Ed didn't help me write these. Jacob Parnell, I don't know if you remember him. I got some of the jokes from him. Otherwise, honestly, this week was, I'm by myself taking care of the kids this week. My wife's not here, so I didn't have a lot of time, so I had to fall back on the puns. That's what you do when you do it. But guys, give it up for me anyway. You gotta just do this. I mean, it's not easy, but I make it happen. But you know who's really good at I'm not sure how to introduce her exactly, but just good as a good person, better than me. Guys, we have a new person. We have Becka here tonight. Let's bring on Becka.
Woo! What's up, Becka?
Hi, Becka. Welcome to the show.
Hey, yeah. Hi guys. My name is Becka, and I'm really excited to be here. I don't want to say my last name because you might know my husband. I won't say much, but like he went to space before Elon. So like don't look him up, but like he's really searchable on Google. I mean his SEO, wow, I'm impressed, but yeah, I'm like here to talk about something I think that's like really important. And I know like you guys totally like can't tell, but like I'm 6 months pregnant. I know I don't look it at all. I know it's just the glow. It's just always the glow. But like honestly, I've had the pregnancy glow my whole life because I've been getting pregnancy facials. So you basically can't tell. I know. It's my facialist. She's amazing. I know. And like it's been a really like interesting pregnancy. I'm so happy to be a mother, or a future mother. And I just feel like, honestly, I go to my favorite grocery store all the time, Erewhon, and I'm really surprised they don't have a pregnancy discount, because like I'm bringing the future president or Paris Hilton into the world. And I just feel like it would be really important to make sure that my child gets the nutrition that it needs. You know what I mean? I just think it's really unfair, because like I'm eating for two, but like more like one, because we're both juicing right now. But I just think it would be really important to make sure that their cuticles are all cute and stuff, because I need my child to be able to get ahead or give head enough to always afford a ticket to Martha's Vineyard. So I'm just really upset that right now, Erewhon is not giving any discounts to people who are pregnant and doing the hard work of making America's future celebrities and or leaders. So I think we should, like, I don't know, write a letter.
Well,
That's all.
thank you, Becca. That's, yes, you're doing the right thing for your child. I think that's great. You said you're at Erewhon, so I guess you don't shop at the ordinary Ralph's or Safeway or Vons.
If you knew who my husband is, wow, you're gonna regret saying that. Of course, I don't go there.
Oh, okay. I see. And are you also doing other things for your future child, like playing them music or talking to them or reading them stories or?
Yeah, we do a lot actually for our kid. Actually, right now, my baby is trilingual. I think I have the first trilingual baby ever. And she kind of knows like Morse code at this point, because she's been kicking to the alphabet in different languages. I know, so impressive. I know. We're gonna go on America's Next Talent soon. I'm so excited.
Now, I know you're not supposed to talk about this yet, but are you going to have a gender reveal party? If so, what are your plans around that?
A gender? Well, we're actually going to choose our gender.
Okay.
Because like I know this is a different crowd that I'm kind of used to talking to, but we're actually choosing the features of our child so that they can be pretty and have a good life.
Becca, we have some people writing in. Kirk Broussard wants to know, is Becca going to have a water birth or an almond milk birth?
Oh, I haven't heard of almond milk births. We were actually thinking of doing like a goat's milk birth or like an
okay.
birth, because I want my baby to come in with luxury. You know what I mean? Like anyone could get almond milk. Boring.
Last but not least, have you thought about boy names and girl names yet? I'm just curious what your top 3 choices are.
Elon Jr. Oh, I think I have, but it's, really we might let our child choose its own name, or we're going to use a computer generator for whatever is most SEO optimized.
Yeah, so that's important. There is, you could always go with one of the, one of the former presidents, like a Madison, a Tyler, a Taylor, a Buchanan, any one of these, just, you could do that, or you could go with a celebrity
You're
name.
so old. That's so endearing.
Or you could name your child after a city, Paris, London, up to you, Brooklyn.
We're thinking nanoscience technology. I mean, we're thinking about the future. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Setting trends. Anyway.
Well, that's Becca. That's great, and I wish you well, and with your baby, and thank you for coming on the show.
You will be hearing about us.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
Guys, give it up for Becca for
new parents are the worst. The worst.
On that note, Becca had to go. I guess she ran out of money at the store because it's very expensive where she was shopping. So, guys, let's bring on our first guest of the night. Let's see here. Where'd she go? Kathy, are you ready to join us? Let's see here. Where'd she go? Kathy. Oh, here she comes.
Yeah, I've got a weird situation going on. My daughter and I came to my husband's gig, and my daughter had I don't know, some creepy guy approaching her. So I've got a kind of a weird situation
All
going
right.
on.
Well, you know,
Um,
we at the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour, we are very okay with weird situations. So let's
yeah,
just
I'm super sorry. I had this whole bit lined up, but she's really freaked out and wants to leave. And
all right.
I'm really sorry about that.
Okay. Well, you know, thanks for you know coming on and saying hi and everything. You know, you're if you want to say anything to the audience, we've got a couple of people watching live, that we are streaming to Facebook. Anything that you want to plug real quick, or
I you know, I saw some stuff on comic pages today about Alec Baldwin, and I I don't think there's anything funny about that.
okay.
Yeah, I'll be right there, honey.
All right. Well,
Um,
that's fair.
I don't think there's anything funny about that. It's tragic, and you know, people are making jokes about it, but you know, I just think it's not really appropriate.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm
understand.
sorry. I've got to tend to my daughter
Okay.
with whatever happened.
Kathy, thank you for supporting the show and you know, I always see you
Yeah,
on.
I had a total bit lined up, but I'd love to do it another time.
Okay, you got it, Kathy. Well, we'll hit you on the flip side some other time. We will see you. You know, Kathy is a regular on Zoom shows. She comes frequently to our Wednesday.
Yeah, I'd love to do it another time.
Yeah, all right. So we'll catch up with
this.
you later. Thanks, Kathy, for coming out tonight. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, take care. All right, you guys. Well, that was Kathy with a sort of a brief comment. She did make a good point about the Alec Baldwin story. Anyone want to comment on that? I mean, is there a time when you shouldn't? Are there things you shouldn't joke about?
I get it. I'm uncomfortable with making light of people's tragedy. Having worked on a lot of sets, I find it odd that this kind of accident can happen. There is such reverence around prop guns. It is treated like the danger that it is. And when you are an actor and you have to use a gun, the prop people are very clear about its dangers, and they make sure that it is entirely safe.
Mm-hmm.
And you are handed it at the last minute. You don't walk around with it in your pocket, like another prop that you might carry around, like a prop phone. No, it's given to you right before your scene, and they're very careful about it. There's a whole ritual almost about it, and the whole process. And it's very odd that an accident like this happened. Apparently we're getting details now by the minute, but there might have been a live round in there. And B, why on earth were these people in the line of fire? What was the shot they were getting where shooting down the camera lens?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you know, it seems like the comedy community, you know, just grabs onto whatever news stories there are of the day. And some people, you know, there's always it's just you know, you always need material, I guess. And but Alec Baldwin, I think it's not so much about what the tragedy. I think people are making jokes because Alec Baldwin himself is, you know, he gets a lot of grief just in general. But let's move on. Let's put that behind us and forge ahead, because you know why? Because we have sponsors that we have to appreciate on this show, and Eric is here. Let me replace my spotlight. Guys, give it up for Eric Newton with our sponsors for tonight.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing out there today? So tonight, you know what? Tonight I just need to make a correction to a sponsorship segment I did a few weeks back. Okay, I'm sure our audience, I'm sure everybody knows. I live in Oakland, so I love to work with like the small businesses around here. And one of my favorites is Acme. Oops, sorry about that. One of my favorites is definitely Acme fire extinguishers. All right, they're literally in my neighborhood. Okay, I walk past them every day. They're a great company. And okay, I'm sure everyone's aware. Okay, I'm a comedian. You know, maybe very successful, maybe very handsome, but I'm obviously a comedian. And anyone that truly knows my work, if you really know my material, you know I'm a huge fan of Wile E. Coyote. All right. All right, I mean that just goes with my act. It's the fact. So okay, maybe I got a little bit excited. Maybe I forgot / failed to mention that Acme fire extinguishers are actually novelty fire extinguishers. You shouldn't actually use them on real fires. I thought that was like self-explanatory, but I guess not. I mean, honestly, like if you've seen any Looney Tunes cartoons, you know not to buy anything from a company named Acme, right? I mean, I feel like this is the expected result. If you buy anything, that was probably like a shower head or something. Who knows? I don't feel like I should be liable for these types of things. I didn't mention it was a novelty fire extinguisher, but maybe you could have read the label a little bit more closely. So anyway, I just want to get the word out there. These Acme fire extinguishers, they're not meant for real-time use. Like they're not meant for a real actual fire, unless of course you are planning a gender reveal party. All right, because if you are, I feel like Becka was saying earlier, if you're planning a gender reveal party, if you're picking your child's gender before it has a chance to, you deserve to have everything you own burned to a crisp. And so that's all I really got this week. It checks back in another couple of weeks, see if I'm getting sued by anybody else or any lawsuits because of Tommy Feldman happy hour. That's all I got this week. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, give it up for Eric. That's right. The Acme fire extinguisher and Acme Products Company. Yeah, Acme's still active, aren't they? After all,
they're everywhere, man. I should buy stock in them. I mean, they have operations all over the place, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, the Acme Company, always popular with all the characters and in real life.
I would not insure that company. I would, if I was in insurance, I would never. But yeah, but I would own stock for sure.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next interview. We don't have Chris Cow here tonight. Maybe he'll come on at the later end. I don't know, but Val's here, so let's Val. We're gonna push you up to the front of the line here, guys. Give it up.
Hey, like a Victoria's Secret bra.
Guys, Val is actually a returning guest. For those of you who are regular fans of the show, we've had Val was on. I think it was earlier this year, and Val's back with some updates, both career, comedy, acting wise. Tell us what has been going on with your life. I guess we could just say the balance of this year. What have you been up to?
Oh, well, the last time we talked, I was only doing Zoom shows because nothing was open.
Right.
And so since then, some rooms have opened up and some fresh new rooms have opened up. And so I've been getting some stage time.
Nice.
It's still weird, though. It is kind of still weird. The temptation is, do you want to do all new stuff? Because so much has happened. Everything you did before feels old and outdated.
Right.
But you can't just go on the stage and give people a show with brand new material because most of it's going to suck, as you know.
Right.
Until you've had a chance to hone it. So it's been a weird feeling getting up there with pre-pandemic stuff that used to work all the time and trying to feather in these new more I don't know, it's just been a time. I think we're all sort of reinventing ourselves.
I agree that I do find that, all the old jokes, you have to kind of look at them again and make sure that they still work. And so, all right, so that's good. So things are, that's right. When we talked last time, you were in lockdown, and I remember it seemed like Canada was a little bit more strict and you had more lockdowns, but now you're in a good place, right? In Toronto, right? And
I think because I'm so glad I didn't have to make any of these decisions. So I'm not in a place to criticize or condemn. Thank God I didn't have to say, you can't go anywhere.
Right.
They did what they had to do at the time with the information they had. So But as a result, our area, Ontario, has been able to really open up, and it's not fully open yet, but we're getting there. Restaurants and movie theaters and all of that are open. Some of them are at max capacity.
Wow.
We still have to mask up when we're inside.
Right.
But we're all, we're all just trying to get through this. So it makes a huge fuss that we've got our people who have to complain about everything and make it all them, but for the most part, we're doing it. There was one of our provinces, Alberta, they opened way too soon, and they were like, we're just gonna pretend that this isn't a problem, and this is something we have to live with, so no rules. And they're having a real tough time. They're sending in the army to help them.
Sounds like Alberta's the Texas of Canada. Right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'll say this one more thing. There's a woman in BC. I used to live in British Columbia. And there's a woman there that I did some work with, and she's very far right and very religious. And so she's got this campaign of anti-vax stuff, and some of the stuff she says is just bonkers. I just don't understand it at all. It's so crazy.
You have all kinds of people, and I always got the impression that Canada was just generally speaking a little bit more, left-leaning, and people were on the same page more than the United States. Generally,
I thought so too. And then and then she turned out to be this kind of person I didn't know. And for a while there, I just sent her stuff to junk mail because I thought, I don't want to deal with it. And then I thought, wait, she's crazy. I should know what she's up to. I feel like I should just keep an eye on things. So I've unblocked her crazy mails, and I read them now. And
now I think we share one thing in common, which is like an elementary age school child, right? You have a daughter in elementary school?
She's in 7th grade.
Okay, so how have they? So the one thing that we've been wrestling with here is, so if you have a child under 12, they're not vaccinated yet. So that's why I haven't been doing any in-person communities since the summer, because I still have a 10-year-old. But how about you? Is your daughter vaccinated now? Or
her dad and I had to come to a place where we agreed to disagree, because he's on that side of the fence.
Oh, okay.
And she just wanted to get on with her life, and I wanted to too. And I'm not afraid of the virus, but I'm not afraid of the vaccine either.
Right.
And this is part of the solution. Great. If it makes other people feel more comfortable,
that's
fantastic.
That's great, because that's the one thing that, if you're a parent, that you can't really move on. I'm still in a place where I can't move on yet until all of my family's vaccinated. So this good for you and that's great that you can go out and perform again too. I'm waiting for that. Now you sent us some files, and Eric wanted to know what I meant before when I said the work. You've had some work recently in the acting space. So tell us what you've been up to.
Well, clarification. Yes, the production situation is certainly opening up. I am getting a lot more auditions, and I am getting work. That is true. What I sent you, however, was a little passion project that started and ended during the pandemic. And so let me just, before you start showing anything, okay, could you just stop showing for a second?
Okay.
Well, before you start showing those pictures, early in the pandemic, I think it might have been April, it was still cold here in Canada. So we were sitting around a campfire in somebody's backyard. We were all, well spaced, and just talking about how depressing it was to not be able to perform and be with people. And one of my comic friends is a writer, and he wants to get into the movie business. And so we started tossing around some ideas, and I shared with him a couple of things from my personal life that really happened. And I didn't think anything of it. And he came back to me about a month later with a beautiful script. And that was 2020, early 2020. And he kept writing and refining, and we couldn't even think about shooting anything until earlier this year.
Okay.
So when things started to open up, we actually started shooting the movie that he wrote.
Right.
We cast it with people that we know and love, and everybody who was on the set is one of my comedy friends. And so now you can start showing pictures.
Okay. All right.
So this has become a real fun thing that allowed us to feel creative when we couldn't have that outlet otherwise.
So
All right.
so how should I do? Should I just scroll through? Do you want to?
Yeah, just scroll through.
I'll
So
scroll
there's a
through.
scene. It's me. It's about me. My mother has just died, and it's about the complicated relationships that happen with the siblings and everything as a result, and my ex-husband. Now this guy, this guy that I'm in bed with,
Yeah.
is somebody that I turn to in times of stress,
Uh-huh.
and so that's what that scene's all about. And then we have a big fight, and it's very funny. It was because it was written by a comedian. He managed to get a lot of really powerful emotions in there,
Okay.
but then there's a lot of humor. So this scene was very funny, and we hardly ever got through a take without Joe, who's holding
Cracking
the
up.
boom mic, wrecking it because he couldn't stop laughing. And now these are some outside scenes. These are some of the first ones we shot because we could do them outside.
Mhm.
And that's my brother. It's not my brother, but that's my brother in the scene. That's
Okay.
one of my comedian friends, Greg. There's me not holding in my stomach. Oh, here I am, obviously fixing something in my pants because
Yeah.
that
Okay.
very, very much a
I'm just-
problem.
Oh, you're trying to do a Becka here. This is
Yeah.
doing a Becka.
Oh, what's going on there? And that's my house.
Is this
And
your
so
act-
there's Michael Moses. Michael is standing there holding the script. He was our script supervisor. He's going to
Okay.
be a big name in comedy. You just wait. He's blowing it up here in Canada.
I love his
And
brother.
What-
the director, AJ Bate, is a huge name. He's going to be huge in comedy. Very funny guys. And my friend Joe Patello, who is always holding the mic and always ruining takes, is also very funny. These are, how does it get better than spending time with all your funny friends,
Yeah.
right? Doing something creative. It was the most fun I've had in my entire life. And to be this age and doing something and watching young people do something that they're just learning how to do, and being a part of that growth process was, I don't know. It's nice being this age because I appreciated everything about it versus having the ambition, like I'll enjoy it when I've achieved such and such, right? I
Oh.
enjoyed it when I was doing it. It was so much fun. Here, so that's my dead mother there.
Okay.
And that's AJ horrified at something my friend Joe has just said.
And this
Very
is
interesting.
this is a Canadian that wants to be American?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't know about dressing. When you're on the crew, you're supposed to dress in less flashy colors.
Right.
But he doesn't know about that rule. He's also just learning.
So what's the what's the name of this comedy? And where will we be able to see it?
Well, now it's gone to editing, right? So now all the post happens, and we've got a musician doing the music, and when it's ready to go, AJ is going to edit it, obviously. So when it's ready to go, it's probably going to take at least 6 months, and we're going to enter it into film festivals. And
Wow.
we'll have a screening for our own friends, and if it goes anywhere, great. And if not, it was the best time of my life.
Well, if it does, if it, oh, Hailey had something to say.
No, I just said all. Like that's the influx. It's
No, that's
sweet.
great.
That's your life. That's beautiful.
I think, I mean, myself included, I'm sure Hailey and Eric would echo this sentiment, but, we all are interested in doing some acting, and I'm sure it's sort of, if you can't be in comedy without also wanting to do comedic shorts and movies and films and TV and things, but you did it. I mean, so how, the one thing I got to ask is funding. Like, how do you fund something like this for those people who are watching this and thinking, man, I want to do that?
I'll tell you, I lost my job because of COVID, and I spent a lot of money. I took the role as providing the food, so I made sure the crew was always fed, and I had a nice craft table, and I always made a meal for everyone, and we would sit down and have a nice big meal either in the middle of our shoot day or at the start of our shoot day, depending on when it was happening. And that cost a lot of money, but I didn't begrudge any of it because it's important to make people feel valued and appreciated, and everybody was donating their time, and everybody showed up to every shoot day happy to be there.
It was like an all volunteer effort, just
all volunteer, all comics. Yeah, and everybody was cooperating, and nobody had a big ego, and it was fantastic. And AJ's, it was wonderful to see him evolve as a director. What was your question? I started.
No. So the answer is funding.
Oh, money. He had some of his own equipment, and he purchased some other equipment. But then there were just a lot of rentals every week. He was paying rentals.
That's a lot of money too, because those cinematic cameras. I mean, you can rent them, but I don't know.
We did one scene one day. We hired a DOP because we wanted a steady cam shot. We wanted one of those West Wing follow you down the corridor shot, and get you from all angles. So we hired a DOP for that, director of photography, and it was well worth the money for that one shoot day. We got the scene the way we wanted to. But,
wow, I mean, imagine that. If here you are, you guys did this, and then if this thing, takes off, or just, hey, you will say we kind of previewed it on the Tommy Feldman Happy Hour. Val Cole starring in the yet unnamed, yet as not named comedy. Wouldn't that be cool?
It's called Sincerely Yours.
Oh, it is. Okay, Sincerely Yours. Yeah. Well, that's inspiring. That's great, and I can't wait to watch it. Maybe you can come back when it debuts, and you can share some more information about it.
I'd love that. We're going to have a showing, of course, with all of our friends and family. Mm-hmm. But wouldn't it be fun if I could have a little trailer to play for you? That'd be so. That would be great.
That would be great. No, we would love that, and I hope it turns out to be a success. And like I said, I think a lot of comics take inspiration from things like that. There have been some other comics who've had like some films, or like Kelly Zemnikas put it together a documentary. She's a comic, but she put a documentary together, and then all of a sudden it was just an indie thing, and it blew up. And who else? Just a lot of people have been doing independent things that somehow they happen. So I hope, Val, it's successful, and I hope that it turns out to be just a step on the way to even better things and greater things.
Oh, yeah, so fun to be a part of it. And he's a beautiful writer. We're going to see more from AJ Bate for sure.
All right, you heard it here.
I got to cry, I got to scream, I got to yell, I got to have sex with a kid, not a kid, but a younger person.
Well, it's fantastic to see you, Val, and thank you for coming back on the show, guys. Give it up for Val for spending such time with us today. And I guess now it's time. Nico Lukov is not here, but Suresh is here. Suresh, hello, Suresh.
Yeah, what up, homie?
Suresh,
hey, how's it going, everybody?
Just
good to see everybody
for the quiz. Let's just head straight to the quiz. For those of you that are still watching live, we are taking guesses. So for those of you who maybe this is your first time, the way our quiz show works is we play clips of commercials, from Japan. Why do we do this? Because I used to live there, and Japanese commercials are just really funny. And that's one of the things I enjoyed about living there. And so I always wanted to put it into my comedy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play commercials. I'm gonna stop them halfway, and then you guys are gonna guess what the commercial is about. Val's been on before, so you remember. Val, it's just you to start because you're the only guest, so you get the first pick, and then we'll open it up to Facebook and our guests. So let's go ahead and start up our commercials here. Let's see, our first commercial of the night was this one. Where is it? Okay, let's find it.
Where do you find these? You just go on YouTube?
I have actually, let me make sure I got oops, there we go. I have there's a channel with weird and funny Japanese videos, but I have to go through and each time, go through them and decide which ones would be fun and which ones are funny. And so, all right, so here we go. First commercial of the night, starting right after this yellow car. Right after this car thing.
うちが合併突然だが新しい上司を紹介するよ若林 I'm Sam please be working 何言ってんだろう英語なんてできないよ逃げるの若林見ろ
All right, I'll stop it there. Now, this is a hard one. I'm going to just tell you guys up front. This is difficult, but let us just see what you guys come up with. Val, what do you think this could be a commercial for?
Okay, so a new guy shows up at the office, and first guy starts falling into the abyss of some gelatinous pool. He's on a bike. Is it toilet paper?
Yeah.
That does look like a one ply circulating. Let's see. Any other guesses? Facebook Live. We got 4 people watching live. No guesses. Anybody have any guesses? Let's see. Kirk, are you still on? You want to make a guess? Steve? No? Okay. Let's go to Hailey. Hailey, what do you think this is a commercial for?
Oh no. I genuinely am flabbergasted. Let's go with a mouse pad. Just to say.
Yeah.
Okay, mouse pad. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eric, what about you?
Dude, as a black dude from I know exactly what this is, dude.
Okay.
That's Japanese grape drink, bro. Yeah, for sure. That's grape drink, 100%. But I guess made in Japan, I guess. Yeah.
Japanese grape drink. Okay. Where do you get the grape drink from?
Because that's all black people drink. Dude, we drink grape drink.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
I did not know that.
If it was the purple and there's a black dude in it, it's grape flavored something for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
common knowledge.
Okay,
Common
I
knowledge.
didn't know that. Okay, now I know. Suresh, what do you think it's a commercial for?
I got no idea, Tommy. So I'm just gonna say
All right,
Grape drink.
probably, yeah. If you want to play it again, you
I'm
can.
gonna play it again,
Yeah,
but this
can you play
time,
it again? Did he have a drink?
no, he did not. But
Oh.
I'm that
liquid
confident.
spilling were drinks though.
I'm that confident you guys are not gonna be able to guess it. I'm gonna play it all the way through.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Here we go.
今なら純正オプションプレゼントうちが合併突然だが新しい上司を紹介するよ若林 I'm Sam please be working 何言ってんだろう英語なんてできないよ逃げるの若林見ろ最初からできる人なんていないんだ発射俺もやるぞパワースポット競輪前橋
All right.
It's like a human growth hormone or what?
That is the commercial. What is going on here? Can anybody guess what is
The
going on?
Olympics?
It's not the Olympics, but it is sports.
Sports channel?
It's not a sports channel. You do watch sports, but then there's something else going on here. Any guesses?
Is it a product? Is it like a physical product or is it
No.
some kind of
It is
service?
It is watching sports, but there's something more to it.
No,
Is
I
it a
give up.
VR thing?
Oh, is it?
Suresh, go ahead.
Are you? Is it some sort of gambling, like sports betting?
Oh, nice.
Wow, nice job, Suresh.
Thank you.
Now, how did you
yeah.
possibly get?
Right on time.
How could you have known this was betting?
I'm a ringer.
I mean, do they have betting on bicycling sports in other places out? I mean, in India or?
Well, I think like gambling's a big thing in Japan, no?
Yes.
Yeah, so I probably just put those two together.
Well, Suresh, I'm impressed because I mean, I knew about this when I lived in Japan, and it was such a unique thing to Japan. I just didn't think anybody else would know. So yeah, that's
a lot of the Indian advertisements aren't like very different from Japanese advertisements.
okay. Well, yeah, you're correct. Gambling is huge in Japan. They'll gamble on all kinds of things. They have horse betting, but they also have people on bikes, and they bet on who's going to win the bicycle race you know, and of course they have boxing and UFC and all kinds of other, you know, things. So, okay, let's find our next commercial. Good job, Suresh, on that. I'm very impressed. Let's move on to our next commercial.
So wait, I get points, and the points are worth nothing.
You get points. Yes, you get Tommy Feldman TFHH points. Okay, that stands for Tommy Feldman Happy Hour, by the way. Okay, let's go. This is the next commercial, starting right after this.
告白やめちゃおうかな。
迷うんじゃねえ。迷うんだよ。マヨネーズ。マヨビーム。
All right. Whew, I showed a little bit too much, but I think it's all right. Val, what do you think this is a commercial for?
Got to be noodles, right?
Yes, it's noodles, but I'm looking for one extra feature about these noodles. Can you guess from what you saw what that feature is?
Spicy noodles?
Almost. It is I guess you could call it a kind of spice. Facebook audience, if you guys got to guess what kind of noodles these are. No? All right. Eric, I think you might know this because we've probably approached this before.
It looked like maybe like it was like a candy bar shaped type of noodle, like snack.
You're getting no, we were closer with the spice.
All right.
Spice, but that's not exactly the spice. Hailey, what do you think?
The feature you're looking for isn't like ramen. Like you're not looking for this.
No, it's a noodle. We know it's a noodle, but it's something that you put. It comes with something that you put on.
Oh, is it sriracha?
Not sriracha. Getting warmer though. It's definitely something you put on that is like a liquid or thick, viscous. I guess. Suresh, I think Suresh already knows what it is.
Are you ready for the ringer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready? Yeah. Because I think, judging by this, I think it has to be like really bad noodles. You know, because I thought he kept saying mayo noodles, so it's like mayonnaise.
Yeah, he's got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like bad noodles.
It's mayonnaise.
Bad noodles.
Yeah. Let me show you guys the rest of it. Yeah, so this is the packet. It's like a ketchup packet, but it's mayonnaise. And you're probably wondering, like, mayonnaise on noodles, but yeah,
Really bad noodles.
I mean,
yeah.
we have Kewpie mayonnaise. You guys know Kewpie mayonnaise? Do you know Kewpie mayonnaise? It's the little baby Kewpie. You've never seen that? You can get it at Target now. Anyways, yeah, Japanese people love to put mayonnaise on their noodles. This is yakisoba noodles, but you could put it on. They put it on all kinds of, like, I don't know. My kids lately, they put it on rice. I mean, anyway.
I'm an advocate for putting mayo on stuff like, but it has to be best foods. I only eat best foods, but I eat like French fries, whatever, like heck of stuff with mayo. But as long as it's best foods, then it's like, all right, I'll rock with it. Yeah.
Well, Japanese, they like their mayonnaise Kewpie. It's like a French style mayonnaise. It's a little bit
that's definitely not best foods.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go to the next commercial, starting in. Actually, hold on a second here. I think
Becka.
All right, here we go. All right.
Oh my goodness, they're so
Wow,
weird.
what is going on in this commercial? What are they advertising here?
I'm just trying to imagine being an actor and auditioning for these.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, can you tell me what they're dressed up as? Do you have any idea?
They're chicken frogs or something.
Yeah, chicken frogs, exactly. It's called kappa. It's like it's a legendary mythical animal, like a unicorn, except it's in Japan. It's like, yeah, it's a turtle-like animal, but with, yeah, I guess with bird features as well. And it's got a bald spot here. Kappa.
Like Koopa Troopas from like Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah. But they're hawking this product, Val. What do you think it is?
All right, he's hanging it up in the closet.
Yes.
So I'm guessing it's to make your clothes smell nice or keep the bugs away, something like that.
Getting warmer. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's it's humidity. It's humidity and prevention. Keeps your clothes fresh. You put it in your, in your drawers. The ringers on this show have seen this product many times, so I'm glad that you got it. So yeah.
Is it very humid in Japan?
It is very humid in Japan, so much so that this is a whole huge industry, is keeping clothes fresh, keeping everything fresh. Like they even have things you put in the rice like you can't just keep rice in a container. You have to put something in it to keep it fresh because the humidity is very high. All right, I got one more for you guys. This is towards the end here, if I can find it. This is kind of a cool musical number here that I thought was kind of fun. I could find it here. Wait, hold on here. Okay, right after the Snickers bar.
極み麦もできないものはできないわよ
We can do it, we can do it, we can do it too.
If you can believe it, everything is possible.
Think of any dreams you wanna make them true. Anything we can do anything. We can do whatever we really wanna do. We can be whatever we really wanna be.
All right, we'll have to stop it there.
Mhm.
We could do it. It's kind of like, yes, we can, but the Japanese version, apparently you can do all these different things with this product. Val Cole, what is it?
Does his arm have anything to do with it? He shoots his arm hand. He shoots his forearm at things.
Could be.
Oh, we can do it. Vitamins?
Vitamins.
Nice.
Vitamins. Yes, that would be a good way to promote vitamins. If you take vitamins and you can do it, we can do it. Facebook audience, if you guys got a guess, no, we don't. All right. I'm afraid to go to Eric. I'm gonna put Eric on ice for a second.
Oh, I know this commercial, dude. I
think he knows this already.
many times. Yeah.
Let's go to Sarish.
Oh, really? Do we want a hat trick?
You already know it?
I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess. I think it's some sort of streaming service like a Netflix or something, where they show all these shows. So you can get the product and you can watch all these movies.
Whew, you got it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. No,
Not
a streaming
I think you did that
service.
on purpose.
Not a streaming service. Hailey, what about you?
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Should I say it?
Yes.
I think it's for the PS2 or like PS4.
Yes.
Yeah.
PlayStation. Yep. Got it. And there was I
Dude, Sharish threw that, dude. What are you betting on? Sharish is betting on something. He threw the match on purpose.
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know.
Yep. It's the PlayStation line of, games, including the virtual reality.
Yeah.
I would say this is the first sort of English commercial you've played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That was in English, wasn't it? Yeah, they had the little Sony PlayStation logo at the beginning, and I kind of messed up. I wasn't supposed to play that, and I thought, oh, you're gonna notice that, and then, whew, but
It was a dead giveaway. Yeah.
we made, and I knew Eric would know it because Eric knows about everything pretty much related to gaming stuff
Eric's
since he works in the industry.
That was the nicest way to say it because Eric's a huge nerd.
Well, I didn't want to. I was trying to
appreciate that though. Thank you.
But you do work in the industry, so
You know what? To prove I'm such a nerd, I've wanted to ask you all night. Is it on your shirt? Is that the plans for the Death Star?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. Is it?
Yes, and here.
Oh, that's sorry, dude.
Wait, and here it is, guys. It's Uranus.
Oh man, how did I fall for that?
When in doubt, you can always fall back on
Right
your
on,
hands.
man. That was good time.
I think that's a good way to wrap up the show, but I want to give everybody a chance to promote whatever it is they've got going on, our regulars. Hailey, have you got any shows coming up you want to plug?
I got tons of shows. The best way people can see my shows is going to my Instagram at Hailey Hackett Talks.
All right, let's definitely check that out. Hailey, for those of you who are watching, is an LA-based comic, so you can always, if you're in the LA area, check out Hailey. And Eric is from the Northern California. Eric, what do you got coming up?
Yeah, man. If anybody happens to be in the Bay Area, this Sunday I'll be in Richmond, California at Bridge Storage and Art Space with the Voice Party. They always throw a great comedy show, so I'm happy to be there. And November 4th, I'm in Castro Valley for a Plethos Comedy Lab show. That one has tickets online. I mean, even if you don't live in the area, you can still buy tickets online. You can buy a ticket. You don't have to go, right? Because the spice must flow. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but like Hailey was saying, the best way to follow me that I am Eric Newton. Anywhere, everywhere, you can follow my stuff. So thanks, Tommy. Appreciate
All
you,
right,
man.
thank you guys. Suresh, you want to add anything before we wrap?
Yeah, I got nothing coming up. I don't recommend you follow me anywhere. And yeah, maybe one of these days I'll write a joke.
All right, well said. Well said.
Hit up Suresh if you need to put a bet in on something. He got you.
And of course you could reference Val Cole's show. Val, do you have an Instagram or something you want to reference for people?
Oh, I'm not very good at that stuff.
Okay.
But I've got a show coming up on November 4th as well. I'll be back in my old stomping grounds of Kitchener, Ontario. If anyone happens to be around there, would love to see all the old people I used to work with or broadcast to, because I was on the morning show radio.
All right.
I'd love to see them, and then I'll send you a clip from the movie when
Absolutely, yes. We're looking forward to that. And from my side, well, I'm now based in the Central Coast.
Can I ask Val one last question? What's your favorite line from the movie that you deliver? Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the pictures that Tommy had up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It was that scene with me and the young fella. So my favorite line. Oh, I say it, I'll ruin it. But my favorite line, which prevented us from getting very many takes without somebody laughing, was he says, the first thing he says to me is, "Did you come?" My favorite line from the movie.
Wait, what was your answer? My bad.
Did you come?
And then what was the response? Was there a response?
Oh,
that's a great line.
Yeah. What follows, what follows matters, so I won't say it.
I get it. Right on.
I have one update for everyone, and that is I now have a Zoom open mic I do on Wednesday nights with Amira from Boston, the comic from Boston. So and we've been getting some pretty good traction, you guys. We've been getting like 10 to 20 comics on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So nice. You can find out about that on my Facebook, or actually no, on Displaced Comedians is where we post. And yeah, I have a website. It's Tommy Feldman Comedy.
How many minute shows? How many minute? How long is the mic?
Minutes. We go for about 90 minutes, from 6 to 7:30.
So about like 3 or 4 minutes per comic.
5 minutes per comic, so roughly.
Nice.
Depending
on. If you sign up, Suresh, you better let me know, dude. I gotta watch that, bro. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, Val and Eric and Suresh and Hailey, thank you so much for coming on every week. Every week. So we will be back in 2 weeks, by the way. So looking forward to seeing you all again. And let me see if I can figure out how to take us out with some music. If you guys,
thank you so much, Tommy. It was great. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, it was fun, everybody.
Figure out how to stall with some music. Can we do this quickly? Yes, we can. I can do this. Can I? Oh, here we go.
Just beatbox, dude. Just beatbox us out, bro. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yay. Have a great weekend. Good night. All right.